Okay, so we're going to do a reading since like this morning's reading was so heavy. I took the day and I transmuted energy, and I like had to like purge out a lot of things that weren't even mine. Okay. One second. So I had to transmute energy all day. And then I baked with my kids, and I feel a lot lighter now. Like I was feeling like an overwhelming sense of like fear, like and anxiety, but I don't have fear and anxiety. I have nothing to fear or be anxious about, okay? Because I don't do shicey things to be fearful or anxious about. Okay, so it obviously wasn't mine. That's something that I had to sit with and transmute and understand where it was coming from. Now that I did that, I feel a lot lighter. I feel better. So we're gonna go do a random page out of the Herb Bible and a random page out of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and pull a little bit of cards. Just on a lighter note, okay? Because that energy this morning was just too much for no reason, right? Okay, so become a less aggressive driver again. And I'm getting a drive-by. Somebody might want to do a drive-by. And somebody's also on the run. Somebody's on the run for like being a shit disturber. Like they're a shit disturber. Okay, angel number 18 and angel number 45. I'm getting like this person manipulates like bosses that you don't want to fuck with, okay? And they've done this. So it's like, not only should you fear the good guys, you should also fear the not so good guys, okay? Damn. Heavy manipulator, okay? They could be like I'm hearing a glorified dancer, okay? So they glorify being like a dancer, but they're not. They're not. They wished they were. They wanted to be. They just weren't good at it. Something like that, okay? So that could narrow it down for you, okay? And then I'm also getting like implants, okay? Implants, so that could be anything, right? You can get your chin implanted, you could get your breasts implanted, you could get your butt implanted, you could get cheek implants, so... Ugh. Yep, that's it. Oh, somebody's door could get busted in. Somebody tried to whack off a healer. I'm getting whack off a healer. Ew, why did it sound like that? Okay. Somebody tried to like, I'm getting a hitman for a healer. Or like this healer like purified this energy, transmuted this energy. This won't affect me, okay? It won't affect me, okay? I'm getting like, as somebody lost themselves, another person found themselves, okay? Because you wanted this person to lose themselves, you're gonna lose yourself, okay? Because this person wanted healing for you, this person is finding healing and they're finding themselves. Their true self, their divine self, the purity within self, something like that. And that's beautiful, right? That's cause and effect at, like, period. And it's very much like at the hand of God. Like I'm getting someone's relationship with God is like tight, right? And like this is creating a tower moment for someone. Like work on your own relationship with God, right? It's unique to you. It's up to you to work on that. Okay? And imagination is really key, right? I don't know how many times, like, when I felt really overwhelmed by everything that's been going around me, okay, Tower, that was meant to cause me suffering, depression, anxiety, remorse, regret, loss, lackluster. What's lackluster? Okay? All these things, all these actions towards me, okay? And how I got through and how I purified that energy and how I learned to transmute energy was just using my imagination. I can't put a number on how many times I imagined me laying on God's lap and him just like, like having his arm on me and protecting me, and I would just cry, right? I just cry on my father's lap, okay? And have this overwhelming sense of like protection over me, okay? Where I was able to feel comfortable enough to let go of that, right? That pain, that hurt, that suffering within me, okay? So like that's what I would do when I was really, 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 really hurting, really down and out, really like my heart couldn't take it anymore, right? And that's how I was able to purge that out in a safe manner, feeling protected, to be able to let go of that, to just let it flow, right? And like that's a transmutation of energy. That's a transmuting energy. I was turning a negative into some sort of at least anything, right? But being very raw and honest about it, okay, with the help of God. Okay, using my imagination. Okay, but then also like feeling it, knowing it to be true. Okay, so if that helps you, try it. Make it creative to you, whatever works for you. Okay, and that will help you like gain this relationship with God where it's like you're not ever going to be jealous of anybody else's relationship with God anymore, because you have a relationship with God. And if that thought ever like peeps back into your mind, you can just be like, oh wait, let me just pray to God right quick. Oh wait, let me just imagine God with me right now, because he's always with me. Let me just have a quick conversation to be able to like work on this relationship, so I can stop focusing on being jealous about somebody else's relationship with God, and I can just nourish my relationship with God. Okay, you see how you change a negative into positive? Okay, how do I like I really admire, or like I almost get a little bit jealous about this person's relationship with the divine. Okay, now let me take that energy and work on my relationship with the divine. That's how you flip it. That's how you flip the script. Okay? And you just do over and over and over and over till that jealousy does not exist. What is it in that person that you're jealous about? Work on it within you. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over till your skill that person attains, you attain it. Okay? You attain that skill now. Okay, you might even exceed it, okay? Like it might become like a really like an expertise of yours now, okay? And that fucking jealousy won't exist, man. That's how you transmute it. That's how you work on your skill set. That's how you like stop being such an angry fucking being. And that's how you stop getting disease in your life, and that's how you stop attracting these toxic people. Okay, that's how it's done. Do it. Or don't, and complain your entire life and be comfortable your entire life and be around these shitty people your entire life and have these shitty things happen to you your entire life and blame other people. Okay? Over and over and over and over and over and over and over till you die due to probably disease or stress. Well, stress causes disease, right? Like stress kills, right? Like just do that over and over till you die then. And that's your free willing choice to do. And you very well can do that. Okay? I'll choose not to. I'll just be one of those people that you're jealous about. You see that? Somebody has like an unwavering faith. And that is beautiful. Okay, I have respect for people who have a strong relationship with the divine. Because I also have a strong relationship with the divine. Okay, I used to feel like, oh, I really wish that I would like be able to like do that and trust my instincts and trust that intuition within me and have this really strong relationship with the divine. And now I don't even feel an inkling of that jealousy or that envy or that wishing, right? Because I took that energy and I invested in nourishing my relationship with the divine, with all the resources that I knew, anything that I knew about spirituality, anything that I taught, anything that I learned by experience, like trial and error, right? And then I lived it, and it was true, right? And I'll continue to do that for the rest of my life, right? It's like something that I actively worked on because it was something of mine that I wanted to attain, that I saw in other people. You see how you can turn jealousy, envy, wishing you were another person, wishing you had something that they had, wishing you had a skill set, anything. Okay, and you can take that energy and turn it into inspiration, food for thought. Okay, 18 and 49. Okay. For many of us, our lives are so filled with stimuli, not to mention responsibilities, that it's almost impossible for us to sit still and do nothing, much less relax, even for a few minutes. A friend of mine said to me, people are no longer human beings. We should just call them human doings. I was first exposed to the idea that occasional boredom can actually be good for me while studying with a therapist in LaConner, Washington, a tiny little town with very little to do. After finishing our first day together, I asked my instructor, what is there to do around here at night? He responded by saying, what I'd like you to do is allow yourself to be bored. Do nothing. This is a part of your training. At first, I thought he was kidding. Why on earth would I choose to be bored? I asked. He went on to explain that if you allow yourself to be bored, even for an hour or less, and don't fight it, the feeling of boredom will be placed with feeling of peace. And after a little practice, you'll learn to relax. Much to my surprise, he was absolutely right. At first, I could barely stand it. I was so used to doing something every second that I really struggled to relax. But after a while, I got used to it and have long since learned to enjoy it. I'm not talking about hours of idle time or laziness, but simply the art of relaxing and just being rather than doing. That wind's intense. For a few minutes a day. There isn't a specific technique other than to consciously do nothing. Just sit still, perhaps look out the window and notice your thoughts and feelings. At first, you may get a little anxious, but each day it will get a little easier. The payback is tremendous. Much of our anxiety and inner struggle stems from our busy, overactive minds always needing something to entertain them, something to focus on, and always wondering what's next. While we're eating dinner, we're wondering what's for dessert. While we're eating dessert, we're pondering what we should do afterward. After that evening, it's what should we do this weekend? After we've been out, we walked into the house and immediately turned on the television, picking up the phone, opened a book, or started cleaning. It's almost as though we're frightened at the thought of not having something to do, even for a minute. The beauty of doing nothing is that it teaches you to clear your mind and relax. It allows your mind the freedom to not know for a brief period of time. Just like your body, your mind needs an occasional break from this hectic routine. When you allow your mind to take a break, it comes back stronger, sharper, more focused, and creative. When you allow yourself to be bored, it takes an enormous amount of pressure off you to be performing and doing something every second of every day. Now, when either of my two children say to me, "Daddy, I'm bored," I respond by saying, "Great, be bored for a while. It's good for you." Once I say this, they give up on the idea of me solving their problem. You probably never thought someone could actually suggest that you allow yourself to be bored. I guess there's a first for everything. Angel number 51. Angel number 3. Okay, we're going to do angel number 2. Eucalyptus. Careful with eucalyptus, like, topically, one time I put eucalyptus in my bath, okay? One time I put eucalyptus in my bath and I fucking got a rash everywhere and my body was burning. My body was fucking on fire. So I had to like take a really cold shower, which is really good for you too, right? So I was just like, and took a really cold shower. Oh, it was terrible. And I thought that maybe I was allergic to eucalyptus. But then I took a eucalyptus lozenge when I was sick one time and I was fine. So I don't know if it's like everybody's not supposed to put it on their skin or I'm allergic to it on my skin. But I don't know, careful. Don't put it in your tub, or maybe that's just me, I don't know. Eucalyptic globosus. Koala bears eat them, but human beings too have relied on leaves of this plant for a wide range of medical purposes. The oil of the eucalyptus and its active ingredient, eucalyptol, probably butchered that word, are frequently found in over-the-counter cough drops and salves. In salves too, like, I don't know, I wouldn't put it on my salve because I reacted really bad to it. The oil is also commonly used in steam inhalation preparations for colds and flus. Okay, so that's why I put the oil in my bath. Don't do that. A few whiffs is often all it takes to clear a stuffy nose. So somebody could have a stuffy nose. I have a stuffy nose and a foggy head. Rubbed on the skin, eucalyptus oil provides relief from the pain of arthritis and rheumatism. No. I don't know. RHEUMATISM. It takes blood flow to the area, thus producing the feeling of warmth. Okay? I can't do that. Okay? It fucking stings. When aged, the oil forms ozone, a form of oxygen that specifically destroys bacteria, fungi, and viruses. So eucalyptus. Possible benefits. Helps relieve upper respiratory distress caused by cold and flu. It's a good antiseptic. Expectorant. I don't know what that is. Can help soothe stiffness and swelling of arthritis. And yeah. How to use it. You put 1 to 5 drops of extract in a vaporizer. Do not use on broken or irritated skin. Okay? It'll fucking sting you. And do not use internally. Okay, so just diffuse it. Okay? Or joints if you have arthritis. Currently, widely advertised commercial rubs contain eucalyptus and mint together in ointment for arthritis. Okay, so eucalyptus. Eucalyptus smells so good, right? It smells so good. I know people like putting bundles of eucalyptus over their shower heads. Someone's depressed that you're not having anxiety, that you're not in anxiety, that you didn't get stabbed or shot, that you predicted this, like, very lost, right? Like, as I was explaining earlier, somebody lost themselves and somebody found themselves, right? So it's like, these people are really lost. They're like, this obsession has grown so big that they're like, they just don't care. They just don't care. They're gone, right? The part of them that loved them is gone. It's sad. They tried to ruin your stability. Okay? Remember how I said like they wanted you in lackluster is what I heard? By ruining all your stability, your relationships, your finances, anything that they thought possible, really. Someone's sad in a stolen home, or someone's sad in like a broken home. But it's like, you did this. You did this to yourself. Or this is like a broken marriage. You did this to yourself. I'm getting somebody killed or tried to kill their husband or their wife, or killed or tried to kill their boyfriend or girlfriend, or killed or tried to kill their ex. Okay, whoever that person is to you. And now you're sad because they found out, because it didn't work, because the energy you put out ended up backfiring on you. Like, I don't understand why you're sad. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. You're a narcissist. There's so many like downloaded emails or emails that are, I don't even fucking know. Folders upon folders upon folders. I'm like, I don't even know how to explain that shit. Encrypted. A vault, a security folder, secure. Shit's crazy. I'm getting like, you know how on movies they like would like cut out a hole and like, what is that on? Anyways, someone has a stash of something in there. I think it's photos, but oh, I think it's like I saw like there's like kitty stuff in there, like children's, like, ooh, fucking sick. I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't want to talk about that right now. There's like banks involved. There's bank workers involved. There should be an investigation on these people's banks because the workers at the banks are involved. Okay. When it's really cold like this, I just think like I really hope people aren't stupid enough to be like, oh, could you imagine being homeless in this fucking weather, man? When I was homeless and I was not, like, they didn't give me shelter, it was like -4, almost -40, okay? Like, it was bad. I like got frostbite on the tips of my fingers and like my skin peeled off the tips. Just the tip. Missed out on opportunities. Somebody feels like they missed out on, like, see, like, this, like, God's gift that was being like offered. See how like displeased he is? He's like, no, I'd rather these three that are lined up here, right? It's like, but this one's like held. This one's held in high honor. Like, by the grace of God, you got that opportunity. And he's just like, And then his family with the tree, backing it. It's like, yeah, okay. It's like, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you pass that up. Someone's friends are like, you're fucking idiot. Like, you're fucking stupid, man. You're fucking stupid. And they literally mean it. Like, they think you're fucking stupid. You use this person for finances and you do terrible business. Like, the people you partner up with, you don't care about. You throw them under the bus. Okay? You ignore what you're supposed to be like. This is like a bad boss. This is like a fucking terrible boss. Like, you know, like a boss that's always like micromanaging and needing to take control and not giving credit where credit's due. This is a shitty boss. This is like a shitty fucking boss. You could be going to jail for being a shitty fucking boss. Very unfair. I'm like getting, you would like Jew people out of their checks, or like you would like fraud people out, or you would just a shitty fucking boss. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Strength. Maybe someone's changed your mind. I'm getting like this strength, like the I'm getting unwavering faith again from this, I couldn't pick up the card. This infinity symbol above the head, okay? Knowledgeable about the divine, or using the divine as strength when it come, and unwavering faith as strength when it came to getting scammed, like this huge scandal of missing out on your opportunities and missing out on finances and having like everything messed with. You had to rely on the divine. You had to rely on God. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't have made it through as level-headed, as knowledgeable as you are. Okay? Oh, here he comes out again. Okay, you're going to find your match. You're going to find your match. You're going to find your people. Okay, if they're not spiritual, they're probably not for you, right? Because you're not going to be able to like embellish in what you want to talk about, what you love doing. It's just not on your level. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you need to like discard what they got to offer, right? Doesn't mean you need to like stoop and do them how they did you. Doesn't mean that. No, it means just have the strength to hold back, have the strength to rise above, okay? And just hold out for your people because they're coming. Because they're coming, okay? And it's going to bring like great happiness. Okay, this is going to be like a relationship, a solid foundation, like unwavering faith, okay? When it comes to like family matters, it's going to be something to cherish, okay? Something you're going to want to protect. Something you want to be like, this will bring peace. This will speak peace into your soul. And that's how you'll know it's yours. That's how you know it's for you. Okay? Because you're able to speak anything that's in your mind. Okay? I'm getting like, it's going to be a very intellectual type of love. Where like, you fall in love with this person's mind. Okay? And that type of love doesn't fade. opposed to falling in love with like finances or falling in love with the things that they can provide, with falling in love with looks and like traits, demeanors, right? You're falling in love with this person's mind, their imagination. Okay, it's going to be very much an equal give and take. Okay, and then these people that discarded you and you had to persevere through and like really, really use your faith to know that you could have the strength to get past this financial abuse, this emotional abuse, this psychological abuse, okay? You had to have the strength, the faith to know that something more for you would come, because like that's hard, right? That's a risk in itself, is like leaving the old, because what if nothing better comes, right? But doing it anyway, because that's not yours, right? And then something beautiful comes in once you actually close out that cycle. But you need to fully close out that cycle, or this past shit will come fuck with your new shit. Okay? And this is like the people that neglected you, abused you. Okay, because you chose to persevere, because you chose to have unwavering faith and move on and cut these people off and follow your intuition, okay, after being enlightened about these past people. Okay, you could have found some sort of guidance or your intuition, right? I already said that, okay? Okay, this is going to be these persons, like everything that they wanted for you is how they're going to feel inside, because they know how they did you, and it was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. So they know you're not coming back. You're not coming back. You're moving forward and you're not coming back. Someone could be getting picked up for fraud. I was getting that somebody's on the run, right?